Welcome to the 2008 New South Wales Aboriginal Rugby League knockout for this second semi-final clash between the La Perouse Panthers and the Tinga Tigers, and this is shaping up to be one hell of a match out here at Coogin Oval in Kingscliff on New South Wales North Coast. We've seen some incredible football over the last few days, and it all comes down to this match. The winner of this goes through to the grand final to play the Narwhal Eels for a chance to win the knockout and host the 2009 Cup. My name's Brad Cook, joined in the booth by EJ Garrett. How you going there, EJ?
I'm going well, Brad. I tell you what, this Koori knockout with these two teams, Redfern and Tinga Tigers, they're going to go hard at it.
La Perouse, brother.
Sorry. Call me back on that one.
Just so you know, too, that the semi-finals will be decided by golden point extra time and continues as such until the winner is declared. There's 5 minutes each way with no time out in between until the first points are scored for that here in the semi-final. So we're looking forward to it. 30 minutes each way as they get underway. La Perouse running left to right with the breeze at their backs. Nice big deep kick off. And he manages to just pick it up inside, has he? No, he's been called to come back. It'll be a dropout here. A pretty poor start, unfortunately, for the Tinga Tigers, and it'll be a dropout into the breeze with La Perouse's first chance of the football. As you see, the nice deep kick down the field. And unfortunately not able to regather that one. We will see Arthur Little, the halfback for La Perouse, use the breeze well. He did it well in their previous matches, and I'm sure we'll see that once again. Difficult conditions with the breeze at their back. Hard to keep the ball in the field of play. Back down this scrum now. The Tigers with the feed. I'm trying to work out what's happened there.
An error there by La Perouse from the dropout. Bit of luck there for Tinga Tigers.
As they take the ball down, Ellis, the man who's tackled with the football. And they work it out from their own line. We'll go down the sideline. We're going to be joined by Sonia Townsend here for comments.
Yeah, Brad, these two champion teams have come to the semis, and it's going to be a tight game, looks like, because I understand La Perouse is your team, and they look pretty warmed up on the bench. Conditions are pretty much okay at this stage, and the wind is really picking up too. So let's see what La Perouse can do with the wind behind them.
They will need to be smart about it, Sonia, and they've been one of the few teams to play it smartly. As Owen Craigie kicks the ball across field. All goes up for the football, brings it down. Richard Williams, he goes down the right hand side, he throws the dummy on the outside, looks for nobody in support though, and he's brought down in a very nice tackle from Will Jarrett there. They shift it left, comes back to Little, throws the ball back inside to Silva. He takes the tackle. Some nice defence from Tinga. They'll need to be on song here, a bit of pressure on their own line. Little once again shifts the ball, this time back inside to Mappison. Mappison off the left, he goes through two. Oh, but he's brought down in a great tackle from Ray Craigie. Once again out to the left, they'll look to go back inside. La Perouse playing with this same sort of play, popping the ball back inside, but Little puts the ball down. He's trying to see if it can be called a strip there, but unfortunately for the La Perouse Panthers, that's not what it is. The Tinga Tigers come up with the ball. Referee David McCall calling that one a scrum.
And plenty of support there for the Tinga Tigers. And again, out of jail with the error there from La Perouse.
You see, sort of tried to pull out of that one to pass it. PJ Ellis did have a hand on the ball, but a fair call there for the knock-on. Tinga work it out, just 10 metres out from their own line. It's going to be tough running out into that breeze. Ellis once again brings it out. He's been pretty busy in this first match early on. They go down the short side. Ooh, big solid tackle from Daly over the top. Deeves underneath. Oh, and it's a knock on there, unfortunately, from the Tinga Tigers. Elton Connors puts it down. They can't afford to make those mistakes early on, and that puts themselves under a bit of pressure, the Tigers, as Panthers get the ball 30 metres into the field of the Tigers.
Yeah, well, they've been applying the pressure here. La Perouse, they've been camped down here for the last couple of sets. Let's see if they can get a reward for it.
Little tries to go through. Pulled down there from Nathan Blacklock, but he does get up and play on. They come out of dummy half. Deeves shift the ball. Wellington, he gets out of one, gets out of two, bounces off, pops the ball back inside, and Deeves will go over to score the first points for La Perouse. Nathan Deeves, a great run there too from Ben Wellington, set up the play, bumping off players and pops it back inside. The Panthers, the first team on the board.
And yeah, with that applied pressure, the Tinga Tigers just couldn't hold them out any further, as we see here as they move it right. Some pretty soft defence there, allowing the second row silver.
Ben
Wellington.
Good, nice shot front on there. Standing upright, nice right hand, getting the ball through. And Deeves, he's busy up the middle too, Deeves. And then Darryl Brennan will come on later on too. EJ, he's been very good for them, the replacement hooker for this La Perouse Panthers side. They're a young team. They've been brought together for this knockout carnival with not too many high expectations, but they've been very impressive out here. And the young legs running around some of the older veterans from the Tinga Tigers early.
Yeah, but it's only early days. Tinga Tiger, plenty of experience there.
You see this kick coming from Williams. Hit the post in a few earlier matches, but he's a nice, sweet striker of the ball. Just drifting our way to the right-hand side there, and it's waved away by our touch judges, Tommy Killer Kane and Neil Hassel. Williams on screen there, just see the replay once again. Deeves switches it to Wellington, gets through the tackle of one, bounces off the winger, and then nice right-handed pass underneath, put Deeves away for the first points. It's La Perouse 4, the Tinga Tigers 0. The restart play here. It's Torrens, puts the ball down. It's not a very deep kickoff. Daly goes back to pick it up. He's the captain for La Perouse. Nice charge down the left. There's a chance down here on the left-hand side early. Oh, and it gets it away again. Manton comes back in field. Nice start here for La Perouse off the restart. Tinga under a bit of pressure running backwards. It's Coriella. Big Corey takes it forward. He's brought to ground on the 30-metre line of the Tinga Tigers. Deeves shifts the ball out to Jay Little. Mappison steps off the right foot. Steps off the left. He gets under one. He's been very impressive in the knockout so far for the Panthers is Luke Mappison. Shifted again. Arthur Little. A nice goal. Long cut-out pass. Manton on the right-hand side. He scoots to the corner and he puts the ball down in the corner for the La Perouse Panthers. They're on fire here early, EJ Garrett.
Yeah, it's looking far too easy for La Perouse as they made plenty of ground from the kickoff, bringing it up on the left side, get themselves in the great position. Here we see this try again as they move it through their hands. They shift a lovely long ball there to winger Manton, who's got too much pace and scores in the corner.
They are looking, these young legs, and a nice, beautiful, long cutout pass from Arthur Little. And Brad Manton picks it up, running to our cameras in the corner, puts it down, a nice little slide too. He loved that one. But the pressure on the Tigers early, and it's into the breeze. The La Perouse Panthers, if they can use the football well, but we've seen they've done it all through the hands. Nice long cutout passes, getting on the outside of the Tigers players. As I say, it takes some water in, it's warm conditions, and the Tigers, let's hope they can come back early in this first half.
La Perouse, they're really hitting those fringes. Tinga Tigers just not having the numbers there, and plenty of room for La Perouse.
Richard Williams, much more difficult kick than the previous one. On the T-junction, the 20-metre line and the sideline. He'll have to aim this one out to the left. If he's a chance, EJ, as he learned from that last kick.
Yeah, we'll see. This wind is atrocious, though.
Oh, that's a lovely kick. He's used the breeze beautifully. Kicks it out to the left-hand side. Didn't put it up too high in the air, and it just came away nicely. You see a long cut-out pass there from Arthur Little. Cut out 3 of his own players, and Brad Manton scores in the corner for La Perouse Panthers. 10 points to 0. And in these semi-final matches, they're 30 minutes each half, 10 minutes up from what they were in the previous preliminary round matches. And that will take its toll on some of the bigger and the older players from both sides. But as the La Perouse Panthers, their oldest player, 32 years of age, their next oldest player, 26 years of age. They've got plenty of 17-year-olds and 19-year-olds in their squad as well.
And here they just want to move it quite quickly, don't they? They're not frightened to throw the ball around.
Yeah, they're using it wisely and getting it out early as Deeves plays the football. Played a lot of football with the Shell Harbour Marlins this year in the Jim Beam Cup as Coriella charges forward, pumping the big legs. They shifted again. This time it's with Quinton Silva. He was one of the stars of their previous match. 40 points to 0. They won their previous match, La Perouse, to bring them into this semi-final. Mappison once again shrugs off one. Can't get away from the second, though. It's a very nice tackle from PJ Ellis that brings him down.
And there you see the fresh young faces on the La Perouse bench.
Jay Little, grubber kicks it through. Big wind out there. And it's Gerard that comes back to clean up for the Tigers. And he's been pushed into touch, but it's a penalty. La Perouse taking advantage of the player, taking him into touch after he was already tackled. And the Tigers earned that penalty. But unfortunately, it's on the sideline. They're not going to get too many metres into this stiff breeze with no angle to aim at. So we'll see them probably take a tap, bring it in field, and then try and charge upfield. Can they use the football and get first points on the board for the Tigers, EJ?
Well, we haven't had much football. It's been all La Perouse this first half. But as you know, the Tinga Tigers, they've got some talent and yeah, some speed to burn as well.
As they restart the play, bring it up the middle. Tigers, a nice charge there from Cameron Blair. Out to the left. More charges down there, the Tigers. They're looking good as they bring it out of their own half. Shifted early. Ellis, he takes the tackle. Deeves the man, 9 on 9 there. The Tinga Tigers, they have been working out of their own area pretty well, EJ, and they need to do that if they're going to get out with a big long kick soon. Short ball for Gerard. Takes that one off the hip from Connors. Last tackle for the Tigers now. And a nice kick along the ground. That's pretty smart play there from Hunt. Manton comes away with it.
Big chase there by Blacklock. Unfortunately, penalty here. I think the Tigers just a bit too urgent off the line. They get pinned for being inside the 10.
Referee David McCall blows that one up. Sean Longbottom gets ready to come on the sideline. A nice, big, long, deep kick from Arthur Little. That puts the La Perouse Panthers in great field position. 30 metres out. And we look at this breeze, it's around about a 14 or 16 point advantage, I think, EJ. Very stiff out there, so La Perouse will need to give themselves a nice break going to the second half.
Not only are you kicking into it, you're also running into it, and this could be a factor this last day of the Koori knockout. Players' fatigue could be sneaking in.
Daly hitting a nice tackle there from Cochrane. They shift it to the left. Jay Little this time. He throws the dummy. He gives a short ball, but Deeves can't handle it, and they've knocked it on the La Perouse Panthers, handing possession back over to the Tigers.
Yeah, well, it opened up for them out on that left-hand side. They're very splintered out on the wings there. They're the winger in the centre, and they're finding it hard to contain the La Perouse out wide.
Well, the ball just going to ground as we see the mob out here and enjoying themselves at Kujanova. We're welcomed out here by the Bundjalung people. They've been very receptive of us all week, and we thank them for that. And our wonderful host, the Wollumban Warriors, too, last year's winners. As the Tigers shifted in the middle of the field. It's a nice charge there from Torrens. Once again, they come to the left. Nice run here too from Gerard, I think. No, it's not Gerard, it's Craigie. Ray Craigie, that's a fantastic run. He's picked up and dumped there from Wellington.
And the crowd doesn't like that at all after a great run there by Craigie. Gets upended.
They come together. Wellington apologises straight away to Craigie. But he's a good player of the football, Craig. He's not too silly. He runs away and goes back into position. A fantastic charge up the middle and a very dangerous position placed there.
Straight to his feet, though, Craigie.
Well, they breed him tough at Tinga way, and the Tiger gets up. Oh, and that's gone backwards off the boot of Nathan Blacklock. Boys having a bit of a chuckle in the middle. But this breeze is pretty strong, EJ.
That's strong. That ball went backwards.
Oh, nice charge there from Brian Ty. He takes up the middle in the headgear. Not happy about what happened in the tackle there. And Sonia Townsend, it's nice and willing down there on the sideline.
Mate, it is, and I almost caught that one, eh? I said, kick it at me, and he did. Listen, mate, La Perouse is really putting it on and putting a lot of pressure on the Tigers. But, you know, they've got a lot of young fellas, like you said, on the team, and the Tigers have got a lot of experience. But looking at the set down here, they're playing their sets really well, and they're shifting the ball all over the place from right to left and left to right, and that's what La Perouse is doing, is working their movements out, so they're doing a really good job.
Nice run down the right-hand side. Oh, no, but unfortunately, Georgie Copeland has stepped over the sideline. Thanks for that, Sonia. They're shifting it. They're trying to use their young legs, the Panthers, to get it outside the veterans of the Tigers. But making another mistake there, unfortunately. Tigers with good field position, they come up with the mistake, EJ.
Certainly do. As the crowd watches on, they just didn't have much space on that right-hand side, but it was not a bad attempt. It really opened up for them, run out of room.
Nice shots there from our NITV crew, bringing us all the action here at the knockout for 2008. Slow from the scrum base is Jay Little. But Deeves hits the ball up, the number 4 for the Panthers. They're a little bit bunched on the left-hand side, breaking from the scrum, but they go right. Nice ball from Wellington. Looks like it's Williams down the right-hand side. He gets 3, inside to Manton, takes the catch. He's putting it on, but Gerard comes at him. He can't get to him, and Manton scores another try right up the middle for the La Perouse Panthers in good field position. Just as Sonia Townsend just said then, they shift the ball quickly, the Panthers, and they get outside their men, and another great 4-pointer for the Panthers.
Certainly is, and that man, he knows how to find the try line, and out wide here, La Perouse are finding plenty of space. It looks might be a repeat from their other previous game.
They do, they shift it right. Wellington gets away from another. Williams throws the dummy and gets outside, and he's backed up inside nicely from Manton. Good work from Brad Manton up the middle. Flies away, Gerard can't get to him. Cochrane's in chase as well. And across comes the number 5 in Hunt, but they can't bring him down. Copeland rather in chase.
Yeah, and Manton, an easy run to the line, but I liked how he picked that ball up. That ball was just slightly behind him. He sticks out the right arm and just swallows it up.
Put that down to some great early play from Ben Wellington and the vision from the halves from Panthers to shift it wide. They're going to keep doing that all through this match. 30 minutes is long halves in knockout football, and they'll continue to do that throughout this semi-final match. The winner goes on to play the Narwhal Eels. Richie Williams bangs that one over. One of the nicest kicks we've seen so far here at the knockout, although it was pretty close. And we've also seen some very good officiating over the week here. We have EJs. We'll see once again Wellington shifting it to Williams, who throws the dummy. You see Manton backing up nicely, back inside the middle, positioning himself well. Takes it from behind nice. He had some more support, he did too, but he didn't need him. And he puts the ball down just the side of the post. But just fantastic. We've had so many good refereeing, officiating throughout. The referees, the touch judges, they've all been magnificent.
Yeah, and with a lot at stake, you know, there's a lot of pressure on these adjudicators, but they seem to be getting it right every time.
Tackle creeping up a little bit. Some groans from the La Perouse bench. The referee McCall says that one's fine. He plays the ball back. Scoots out from dummy half, does Wellington. He's been busy for the Panthers. Williams goes into dummy half and scoots out. Ducks under one, gets through the middle. Just hangs on by a fingernail. Nathan Dees runs through and backs him up, but it's been stripped out there by Ellis. And I'm not sure whether that was a one-on-one, but he's called it offside. It was a fair one-on-one strip, but the play from the Tigers came from an offside position to pick that one up. Unlucky for the Tigers, and the Panthers get another crack at him. Little takes a quick tap, gives the ball to Sean Longbottom, bounces off the tackle from Ellis, but he goes again and brings him down. What have the Panthers got here?
Come off now, buddy.
They go left again, this time through Daly. Daly steps off the left, but he's brought down by 3 Tinga Tigers. Deeves goes into dummy half. Taking a well-earned rest, the Tiger. Little comes back inside. Silver ducks under 1, ducks under 2, bounces away, and he'll score a great individual try, does Quinton Chappie Silver. The La Perouse Panthers, they're on fire here early. They go to a 20 points to 0 lead with a kick to come.
Well, I don't know about this, but Tinga Tigers are struggling here at the moment with La Perouse almost running and scoring at will.
Well, I think we've sort of said earlier on EJ, it's very taxing, not only kicking into this breeze, but running into it. Little pops the ball back inside. Silver ducks under 1, bounces off 2, spins out of it and just goes over. He's been one of the stars of the Panthers throughout this entire knockout, and he's playing some good football here in the semi-final as well. Yeah,
and he gets plenty of attention there, but they just cannot seem to bring the big man down, and he scores left to the posts.
You can see the banners in the background, the tents. It's blowing very fiercely here in this first half, in the way of the La Perouse Panthers, bending the pole over on there, blowing the ball off the tee as well. We've seen that quite a lot, and it's been very difficult, but the Panthers have handled those conditions well.
Yeah, you'll see on screen balloons, posters. I saw a flag, Aboriginal flag, fly past the other day. Yeah, the breeze is blowing everything around.
Brad Cook, EJ Garrett and Sonia Townsend bringing you the semi-final action here for the 2008 Aboriginal Rugby League knockout in New South Wales. We're on the beautiful New South Wales North Coast in Kingscliff, just out of Tweed Heads. And we're having an absolute ball out here. As you can see, Silver back inside, ducks under the tackle from Craigie, bounces off another one and flies over, spins out of the tackle and scores a great try. But what have the Tinga Tigers got for us here, EJ? We've already seen the La Perouse Panthers win their previous match 40 points to nil. Already they're scoring 22 points to nil in this first half.
Yeah, and you know, and Tinga just haven't had the ball. Well, it's all about defence, isn't it, today's game of rugby league? And Tinga's just not offering much defence here at the moment.
As we go down to Sonia Townsend on the sideline.
Yeah, Brad, you know, that's Tinga's looking really, the fatigue is starting to set in with these players, because not only the wind is blowing, the heat's coming down, there's a lot of exchanges happening, and that's a really good thing, and the boys are taking in and soaking up a lot of water, and that's what they need to be doing in this semis.
It's unbelievable how warm it is down there. As you see the Panthers bring it up the middle. It's early in the morning here in Kingscliff, but it's already beating down that sun. They shift it left, Little to his brother Jay. Steps off the left foot. And he's tackled in a nice tackle down there from the Tigers on the outside. Holding him down well. Shifts back this time, Little for the kick. He puts it up high. The breeze is blowing it nice and deep. Blacklock, no, it's Gerard back there under it. And he lets it bounce and goes dead in goal. And the Tigers will get the ball on their own 20-metre line.
Yeah, the Tigers, they've got plenty of interchanges here, and but they're still struggling to get out of their own 20.
Just asked to take it back is the 17, Brian Ty. You don't want to waste too much energy out there in these fixtures, especially in the semi-finals. Just one win away to make the grand final game of this 2008 knockout. The Panthers in a great position at 22 points to nil. Ellis shifts it out, takes the tackle himself. They just need to find some more attacking options here, the Tigers. They haven't shifted the ball early. Just as we say that now, it comes out to Connors, out to Blacklock. Shifts the ball wide again. He's brought a nice tackle. This time it comes out wide to Craigie. Craigie pops the ball back inside to Blacklock. And it's a solid tackle from Alan Daly that brings him to ground. But that's much better from the Tigers. Let's see what else they got. They bring it down. It's the number 8, Jeremy Smith.
Met in some heavy contact there, Jerry Smith. But yeah, Tinga Tigers are making some great ground here.
This time it's with Hunt. He takes the tackle.
Fifth and last here.
Last tackle. What are their options? Connors puts it through. Just the nice kick along the ground. Manton comes around to pick it up. It's very casual there, is Manton. And the referee calls that one a knock on. He didn't quite gather it in. A little bit of help from the touch judge. Our touch judges today, Killer Tommy Kane and Neil Hassel helping out David McCall. And also we've got Paul Coolwell and Ian Bennett in the in goal, helping out some of these crucial decisions in this semi-final.
Yeah, Manton, a bit casual there, just drifts across, and just a little knock on that's been picked up by the referee.
The Tigers down the scrum. Connor takes it out from the back of the scrum base. Let's see what the Tigers have got to post their first points in this first half. Blacklock shifts it wide. Stepping off the right and stepping off the left is Blair. Hunt goes in the dummy half. Tries to get out of there, but he's tackled well, but they're offside. The markers aren't square.
This gives Tinga another set here.
Quick tap from Hunt. He shifts it out wide. Oh, and he's put it down on the very first tackle. Bill Towers, he'll be very disappointed about that from the Tigers. In the best field position they've had all game, and EJ, they put it down.
Yeah, now that's a big error there for Tinga Tigers, but La Perouse off the hook.
In this first half for the second semi-final, the winner of this match will progress. Narwhal Eels waiting for them. And the boys sweating up big out here in this early morning sun. It comes away from the scrum base. Oh, and he's knocked it on too in his first. I think it's Wellington's put the ball down. And the Tigers come up with it. He's been good for the Panthers in this first half, but possibly a crucial mistake from Wellington as Craigie takes it off. There's too many Panthers players in front of him. They just seem to be getting the players in defence, don't they, these young players?
That's right. They seem to be everywhere, but it's on a platter here for Tinga Tigers if they can just put some enterprising play on.
Tim Campbell, the man, the 14, takes it forward. He's brought to ground by Longbottom. His boot flown out the back from Silva. Nice charge up the middle, look to offload. That's Smith. They come left. Hunt gives it to Ellis. Morgan Stewart came out of his line and shut that one down.
For a minute there, I thought Ellis was going to score.
Comes out again to Connors. Long pass out to Gerard. He puts the grubber kick through. Tries to regather. Merton comes around. He cleans up for the Panthers. And there's plenty of Tigers there. Chasers to bring him down. Great football all round, EJ.
Yes, it was. And Merton showed some real skills there. Just covering up very quickly the ball, but just wasn't good enough to get it out of the end goal.
This will be a nice deep long kick. Little will want to put plenty of purchase on this one with the breeze at his back. The Tinga Tigers going all the way back to the 60 and 70 metre line to get ready for this one. Nice kick. Connors takes it on the 50. Here comes a big charge from the Tigers. It's Blair who takes it up the middle. Ty rather. Big Brian Ty hits it up the middle. Great run. Ellis gets on the outside of Stewart. Gives it to Craigie. He's down the left. The cover comes across, but he's been brought down.
Yeah, La Perouse, the defence is starting to walk here.
Been a lazy defence, getting caught napping. Oh, Ty drops it off a pass from Hunt. As La Perouse shifted early again, Daly brought down. They breathe another sigh of relief, the Panthers.
Yeah, a bit of bad luck for Tinga Tigers. Ty there, one of their big men, just unlucky enough to get the ball as we see La Perouse.
Brennan takes up the middle. He offloads the pass to Farrell. Farrell gets away from two. He gets on the outside. Manton coming across as well to support him. But it's Farrell. He steps off the right. Oh, and a lovely tackle there from Torrens.
Oh, good done, Chad.
Try-saving tackle there from Torrens. There's the 15 from La Perouse, David Collins.
Tinga's done a great job to get back here.
Shift the ball, Little, a nice long pass out to his brother Jay. Jay off the left, and he ducks under a high tackle that time from the Tigers. Another offload back to Arthur Little, and he puts the ball down. The Panthers, what about that exciting play earlier on? It was Brennan who gets away, Darryl Brennan from the ruck play in the dummy half. Well backed up by Dylan Farrell, but it's a great cover tackle. A beautiful one there from Torrens, who brings him to ground.
Yeah, and then across to the other side of the field where Blacklock does a try-saver.
Just as it cuts across, Little gives it out to his brother Jay Little. He pops the ball, gets under a high one, offloads the ball nicely to Arthur. And he just knocks the ball. A great tackle, EJ, from Nathan Blacklock. The veteran's out there doing his job.
Yeah, well, they had some work to do, didn't they, Tinga Tigers, as they try to work out of their own 10 metres.
It's brought to ground on a nice three-man tackle. La Perouse getting many men into the tackle here. Smith brings it out. He's been good for Tinga. Once again, they come left. Hunt looks left and right.
Big 5'8", didn't he, Hunt? He's more like another running forward.
They bring it out this time. It's with Cameron Blair. The Panthers just seem to get a lot of players into the ruck area, bringing the tackles down. Blacklock puts the chip over the top. Manton's turned around. Little help from Jamie Ingram back there in the fullback position. He cleans it up, but Torrens is there to meet him. And also a little bit of help there from Rodney Blair down the left-hand side. Stewart brings it out. Torrens will try and do a one-on-one strip. That's a good one-on-one contest there, and Torrens brings him down. They're off their line quickly here, the Tigers. It's much better defence from them. Big Stewart comes forward.
Yeah, their defence has tightened up here. They really ebbed the running of the La Perouse. They were full of running in the first period of this first half.
Sean Longbottom gets up groggy. He was very good for them in their previous match. Little kicks early. It's a very long, deep kick. We've seen these go dead all weekend, TJ, and this one's no different. Hard to stop the ball with this huge breeze at the back. But what's happening with the try scoring? It's all dried up. It's been so long now since we've seen a try as the Panthers lead 22 points to 0.
Yeah, well, Tinga Tigers have come just a little bit more urgent in defence, and they're actually manning up a bit better as well. So that's a good turnaround here by the Tinga Tigers.
There's a huge crowd in here too for this semi-final match. The Tigers bring it out. They're on their own 30-metre line now. Gives it out to Hunt. He's been good and crowdy for him, but we just need a few more runners. He pops out the back. Owen Craigie picks that one up. Oh, he gets through, Craigie. The former Newcastle Tigers and Rabbits legend. Passes that one back out. Hunt again. He's busy. Ellis, there's plenty of space out wide here for the Tigers. He pumps it back inside to Blacklock. But there's two La Perouse defenders there to meet him, and they bring him to ground. Morgan Stewart's the man with David Collins.
Yeah, starting to open them up for him now. Tinga Tigers, they go down the left-hand side using that short blind.
Collins the man again. Stewart comes back from marker to help him. Hunt pops the ball back inside. This time it's with Johnson. And we're just seeing Nathan Blacklock come from the field clutching at his right wrist. That'd be very disappointing for the Tigers. Nice kick through there from the Tigers. Picked up by Ingram. He shrugs away from 1 and 2. But he's put to ground, and that'll be a goal line drop out for the La Perouse Panthers. Chance again for the Tingers to get some action as we go down to Sonia Townsend.
Yeah, mate, a bit of sad thing there for Tinga Tigers, and having Nathan coming off, Blackie coming off. He looks he's holding his wrist, but you know, I'm sure he's going to be eager just to strap it up and run back on. Tinga Tigers are under a lot of pressure at this stage, and of course the wind is playing a factor of that too, and it's up against them. But we'll see what they can do in the second half.
Thanks, Sonia Townsend. They're going to need Nathan Blacklock in there, that creative flair, if they're going to come back in this match. With the breeze at their back, he's a great player to have. You see, picking up 65 metres there was Gerard. Incredible how the breeze supports. Nice tackle too from Dale Roberts on the Tinga Tigers man. As he's struggling there to suck up the breaths. It's the 23, Johnson, taking the big ones. Tigers bring it out from Ellis. Roberts misses the tackle. And he gets some good support from Troy Stewart. Hunt shifts the ball out wide. This time it's with Javen Craigie. Hunt, he's been seen to be the main playmaker. Owen Craigie this time. Bounces off the tackle from Silver. Shifts it out wide once again. This time it's with Towers.
Yes, a enterprising play here, Tinga.
There's the hooter for half-time as Craigie puts in the kick. Arthur Little's back there, and he just bats it over. He's not taking any chances. And the La Perouse Panthers, they'll be very happy with their first half performance. With the breeze, they're leading 22 points to 0 in this second semi-final match. And EJ, it's going to be tough going here for the Tinga Tigers in the second half.
But they do have the wind behind them, as we've seen as we look at the highlights here. La Perouse scoring at will.
Ben Wellington's the man who pops the ball back inside after some good lead-up play to Nathan Deeves, the hooker. Once again, off the right, bumps away, gets the nice right ball in traffic. He's been very impressive so far, Ben Wellington. There's Little, a nice long cutout pass, and that's Brad Manton out there wide, scores the try in the corner. Very, very impressive stuff. We haven't seen too many successful cutout passes in this breeze, and Arthur Little, he's just using the conditions so well.
Yeah, it was a clever play there by Little.
Once again, it was the work of Ben Wellington. Shifted the ball early and got away a tackle. Richie Williams down the right-hand side, and Manton comes around, sets himself up nicely. He's a try-scoring machine, the winger from La Perouse Panthers. But just a beautiful positioning from him. You see here as Wellington bumps one off, brings in the centre. Richie Williams gets around the outside of his man, and he positions himself well inside. And as you spotted, EJ, beautiful hands as he reaches behind him, and too much pace. The Panthers are in again.
And the crowd love it, don't they?
And as we go down the left-hand side, Little pops the ball back inside to Silver. He ducks under the high tackle from Owen Craigie, spins out of the weak defence from the Tigers there, and he gets another 4-pointer. They've been very active, the young players. They've got a young side, the La Perouse Panthers, and they've just been too quick around the park for the Tinga Tigers. But let's hope the Tinga Tigers can come back in this second half.
It's all go here at the Koori Knockout. The sun is shining, the crowds are out, the players are ready to roll. What's your name?
Yulia.
And whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Queensland, but I'm going for casino.
Casino's the one?
Yeah.
Very good. Do you want to do a little NITV thing like this?
Yeah, like that?
Yeah, that's the one. Who's going to win this weekend?
Boomerangs.
Who did? Boomerangs? Okay. Did you get any of that? I didn't. No. It's game one on day one, Cabbage Tree Island versus Casino. It's going to be a massive game, but the other great thing is that all the families and communities have come out. There's massive support here, and that's really good to see all the community coming to support a great festival. Shannon, good game, bro. How'd you go, man?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. I was a bit stuffed in the first half. It's hot as out there, eh? It's not too bad. A bit better. There's more of that breeze coming along, yeah, it's good.
Now, you guys have played this team quite a few times over the last few months.
Yeah, Casino. I haven't. This is probably the first time I played Casino, but a few of the Talon boys are in there where I'm from, so yeah, no, it's good to mix it up.
Very good. I'm here with Chock. He's come down to support the knockout. Good to have you down here, Bruss.
Yeah, man, good to be here, bro.
You playing or?
Nah, just come to support this year. I played a couple times previous years, but got a bit of a hip injury this time, so.
Who's your pick for the win?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of talent out there. It just depends on who puts it together, you know. And it's all about teamwork.
It's real hustle and bustle here at the Koori Knockout. There's people everywhere. The crowds have really turned up today. It's going to be a fantastic weekend.
Sonia Townsend's down there in the middle here for NITV, covering all the action.
Mate, I am, and I want to be part of that action too, but unfortunately I can't, Brad. But hey, listen, you know, it's all happening down here, and your team, La Perouse, looks like a very strong competitive team, and of course they got a lot of young fellas in that team, and Tigers have got a lot of experienced players and experienced NRL players at that. But you know, they're certainly not going to give up without a fight. And La Perouse, you know, as we saw in the game, they were shifting left to right and right to left and using their ball work a lot more. Tinga Tigers' defence, unfortunately, it's not strong enough, and probably, you know, when they come in the second half now, the wind's going to be behind them, and, you know, hopefully they can put some points on the board.
Sonia Townsend down on the sideline in this second semi-final match. The winner goes through into the grand final. And the Tinga Tigers are having plenty to say out there in the middle, along with the La Perouse Panthers. Their coaches will be saying plenty.
The first 4 sets, okay? So we must complete. We must get to our kick. We've got a bit anxious again. Let's go back to that word that we used before we went on. Patience. Let's go back to our patience. Okay? Back to our patience.
We ain't doing repeat sets. We've got to get down there. When we're down there, we're panicking and we're passing. Roll it in, repeat set, and they'll be fucked. It'll burn them out. 2 or 3 sets for 60 around here. That's it. Don't force it. Just fucking burn the cunts out.
Can I just say one thing, boys? Listen. When we're coming out of our red zone, I don't care who you are, what number's on your back. You're a forward, all right? But looking too much, looking for a 12 or a 10. Put your hand up and let's just go at them, because it's going to be tight this half. They've got the win. We've got to play tight, all right? But everyone's got to be soldiers. Put your hand up and just keep rolling at them.
Listen, let's go back. Now they're fucked. I'm telling you, the gaps are going to start opening up. Let's go back to those A plays. I want A plays. Stick on the A plays. All right? Double A or drift. A, double A or drift. All right? Just turn it back inside. They're lazy. And in doing that, your inside support players have got to push up on the inside. There's got to be gaps there. Because that player can come back inside and go bang. Tip on, you go straight through a hole.
The La Perouse Panthers there in their huddle with their coach, John Amato, and some pretty wise, smart words in there from Jay Little, telling all the forwards and all the backs, it doesn't matter what number on your back, when we're getting out of our own area, our own 20-metre line, everyone has to run the football. And now we're going now and check out the Tinga Tigers.
Boys, it's got to be fucking time. You know, this line is, boys.
You've got to wrap that ball up, boys. You've got to wrap the ball up there.
We'll make some fucking committed runners, boys. Runners, yep. Hold them down. Tackle, hold them down. Everything we do has got to be fast now. Flat out. Good start. Next 30 minutes. They're going to be looking to slow everything down. Start everything. Flat out. Don't fuck them up. Think about what you're going to fucking do. Just think about it.
The Tinga Tigers, it's getting pretty spirited out there. They know it's all on the line here, EJ Garrett. If they don't come back in this one, it's over for 2008.
That's right, and Peter Ellis there, PJ Ellis, has got a lot to say, and he's been having a big half. I've got to mention, though, the Tinga Tigers, their defence has strengthened up, and La Perouse haven't scored in that latter of that first half.
It's been pretty full on out there so far. The La Perouse Panthers leading 22 points to nil. See the Tigers there getting pretty active. We've got the best position on the field here, haven't we, EJ? Loving every minute of it here for the 2008 New South Wales Aboriginal Rugby League knockout. We're really looking forward to this second half of this match between the La Perouse Panthers and the Tinga Tigers. Panthers now 22 points to nil in front, but now the Tigers have got the breeze at their back. Let's hope they can use that breeze well and make a game of this one.
22-0 to La Perouse. Tinga Tigers with the work to do.
The boys getting into position now for this second half. A huge crowd here at Coogin. They've really looked after us, the hosts, the Wollumban Warriors, the winners of last year's knockout. They've turned it on for all the teams and all the mob that's travelled around for this modern-day corroboree we call the Koori Knockout. Panthers now coming down, take their spot on the bench. Some young teams there, enjoying themselves out there in the middle too. And it's amazing, the ground's held up pretty well over the few days, hasn't it, EJ?
It has, and seen a lot of action, that's for sure.
It gets willing out there too. We haven't seen too many fiery confrontations, but no doubt it gets willing when it needs to out there in the middle. The Tigers bench, they're getting ready for a big second half. Let's hope they can come back. And you see the wind playing havoc there. Torrens trying to put the ball down. The young La Perouse Panthers players fired up for their second half. A good kick-off too from the Tigers. We've seen this happen so many times. Big Coriella picks it up in his own in goal. Does well, he does, the big fella. Spins away from one. Nice charge up the middle for the start of the second half from the Panthers. Slow to get up. He looks in a little bit of trouble out there at the moment, Ella.
Yeah, and with no time off for injuries, they just take the ball off the player and keep going.
So just a close-up of Ella as he comes to ground. Met in a few tackles.
Can he play?
Not sure whether it's a leg problem or not there for Ella. But he's slow to get up, but he'll play the ball. I mentioned they breed them tough at Tinga, but they're pretty tough out Lapa way too, EJ.
Mate, they're all tough here at the Koori Knockout.
As he plays the ball back, Brennan shifts the ball wide to Little. Daly up the middle. He's brought to ground. Smith's been very good for the Tigers, the prop forward, with the ball in his hands and in defence as well. Oh, an obstruction play there. That's just a simple run around there, and obstruction. Old-fashioned shepherd there, and a penalty for the Tinga Tigers.
Yeah, it's a play that gets commonly pulled up these days, the old shepherd, or the obstruction, as they call it now.
I'll kick to the sideline. Hunt, who's been one of the best for the Tigers. Let's see what they can put on here and try and get their first points on the board early in the second half of this semi-final. Smith, once again, he's been busy, hits the ball up the middle. They're working towards a move here from the Tigers. Blacklock seems to have recovered from that wrist injury. It's just left out now to Gerard, the number 11. We go to dummy half, is Craigie, spins out of one. The Panthers now holding their own line, just 2 metres out. They shift it wide. It's Connors, gives it out to Gerard again. That's a great tackle from Quentin Silva, brings him down, Ella over the top. Move it out wide, cut out pass to Craigie, looks for the part man inside, it's Cochrane. Cochrane bumps off one, Little's the man underneath. And it's a second man strip there. 2 men in the tackle and they've pulled it away. The Panthers now find themselves under pressure for one of the first times in this whole match. Gerard spins it out to Ellis. Ellis props, throws a dummy through to the runner. Comes away and he pops the ball out the back to Hunt. Hunt gives it to Gerard. There's a bit of space. They've kicked early on the first tackle. And the man flies through to score the try is Ray Craigie for the Tinga Tigers. Exciting play right there. He took the odds, kicking the ball early in the tackle count, and it's paid off for the Tigers. It's Ray Craigie.
Yeah, and Gerard, a smart little kick through there. Like he opted to go over the top and then thought about it and he thought better. He put it along the ground and a great try there for Tinga Tigers.
So he shifts it wider to Gerard. Ellis props up. They don't shut him down here, the Panthers. Roberts goes in to make a tackle with Stevie Brown. They don't shut down the football. Great vision there from Gerard, and Craigie dives in the corner. Beautiful Tinga Tigers try. 22 points to 4, and with a kick to come.
Well, does that mean the tide has turned for the Tinga Tigers?
Well, it's about the pressure. The Tigers managed to be down here for a little while now, and that pressure and pays off. But I won't say that's a patient play. That's just one deadly, flashy play, and he took the odds to it, and they come up with the 4 points, and that's what we've loved and experienced here at the 2008 knockout, EJ.
Yeah, Gerard thinking on his feet. A great try for Tinga.
Beautiful grounds here in Kingscliff. The Coogin facilities have been magnificent as he prepares for this kick from the sideline. It's a difficult one. He'll be aiming this outside the right uprights and bringing it around in the breeze. We've seen some good kickers in this competition utilise the breeze well, and we've seen some bad kickers not utilise it at all.
That's right.
Hits it sweetly out to the right, but it just stays out there. Doesn't come around as much as he'd like. And that's the score. The La Perouse 22, Tinga Tigers 4, and we'll go down the sideline to Sonia Townsend.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. Yeah, a little bit of a spill on the La Perouse boys in their camp. They were also talking about they know that the Tigers would have the advantage of the wind, so they're going to try and knock them out and really wind them and put them down. But a great try to Tigers, and you can see that they're coming back and they're really using the wind, and they're using their forwards a little bit more, so that's good. And I see Nathan Blacklock still on the sideline, I think, and he's, you know, he wants to get back on and he's hungry to get back on, but let's take it back to the field.
And the kick-off there from the La Perouse Panthers. They will need Nathan Blacklock out there. But La Perouse, if they can get an early try in this second half, that might be all she wrote for the Tigers. But they've been so well. I've been very impressed by Jeremy Smith, the number 8 for the Tinga Tigers, as Ellis shifts it down the left-hand side. The La Perouse Panthers not getting off their line as quickly as they did in that first half. Connors shifts it outside now. Nice charge up the middle. That's Blair. Struggling to get him to ground are the Panthers as Ella comes over the top to help out. They'll come to the right. A nice early kick. He's kicked it across field. They'll let it go outside. It's no risk of a 40-20. And the touch judge takes it there on the 30-metre line. Well, I think that was probably a bit of a wasted kick there from the Tinga Tigers. If they're going to kick for the sidelines, they really need to kick a lot deeper here, EJ, and try and pin the La Perouse Panthers down in their own 20-metre line.
Yeah, they've got a big defensive set here, as we see Smith taking a break. As Tinga Tigers and La Perouse pack for the scrum. La Perouse feed.
Jay Little brings it out. Scoot from Jamie Ingram from the fullback spot. He's had the ball stripped from him in a fair one-on-one strip. The Panthers under pressure again. That's great play there from Gerard. They get another use of the football. Cochran bashes it up the middle. Met by 3 La Perouse Panthers, and he gets it out the back too. Hunt picks it up nicely. It's with Johnson. He's brought to ground, and 3 Lapa players pounce on him. The Tigers shift it out to Craigie. Well, he throws the dummy, goes over the top of Little. He's looking to shift the ball once again out there to Towers, but couldn't get it to him. Hunt brings it to the left. It's with Cochran. He gets through the tackle of Daly. Oh, and he's gone straight through and scored the try beside the post. Big Cochran. Kyle Cochran scores the try. He'll be disappointed about that one. The skipper for La Perouse, Alan Daly. Just a simple missed tackle, and the Tigers score next to the post.
Yeah, Cochran there. You talk about Jeremy Smith being one of the better forwards, but this Cochran has been supporting him very well, and this is a great run. Takes a lot of strength to get through tackles like that, and he does it easily.
And Daly, he'll be disappointed about that. He just sort of drops the shoulder. He runs straight through him. And that's one of the simplest tries we'll see in the knockout for 2008. Torrens has got a much easier kick than the Tinga Tigers have had previously. Got a change in kicker with Torrens taking the ball. previous kicker off the field at the moment, so they're relying on Torrance to put this one over. Nice kick there from Corey Torrance. He puts the ball over, and the Tinga Tigers, they're coming back here against the Panthers. 22 points to 10, just 2 converted tries behind. And the La Perouse Panthers will need to get some young, fresh legs out there in the middle. As you see, Cochrane runs it Daly, just goes straight through the missed tackle, slams the ball down, and it's a very good try. Good individual try from young Cochrane.
Yeah, and the Tinga Tigers there, they know how important it is. The crowd is loving this competition.
The kick goes up. It's a nice big floating kick. The Panthers contest with Craigie, and he does well, the veteran. Little slow to get off the tackle player. Shifts the ball outside. The settler there for Hunt. He's been busy, but they give him some attention, led by Silver.
It's a big tackle there by Silver.
Cochrane up the middle again. He gets through the tackle of Daly once more, but he comes again, and Daly and makes the tackle.
Yeah, the try scorer there, Cochrane.
Nice early kick. Craigie just outside the 40-metre line. Dot-Eye going back to clean up, but as we've seen, that's just going to roll dead. Very difficult to hold this ball up there. Daly's coming from the field. He's clutching at a right shoulder. And the Tinga Tigers on the sideline. Smith getting some attention. He's been fantastic for the Tigers. Brennan takes the tap. Stevie Brown brings it out. Nice quick play the ball too. Another scoop from dummy half. Cochrane over the top and a hard tackle from the Tigers. Long bottom this time. No, it's Deves rather. Daniel Deves playing in the centres. Putting his hand up. Oh, another good solid contact on Dale Roberts. The Tigers really aiming up now in this second half. Brennan picks it up, gives it back to Roberts. Short ball for Brown. Another short ball for Quinton Silver. This is great play. Ball pops out the back. It's a loose pass. The Tigers player's been taken out. But it's been called a knock on. I think the touch judge will come on here. He looked to be a player taken out there for the Tigers.
Certainly did. Some enterprising play there by La Perouse, but some scrambling defence by Tinga Tigers, and I think they might get a penalty here, Tinga Tigers.
You can see there, Craigie he's been pulled down. A little bit of contact there, and he comes to ground. Whether there was enough contact to bring him down or he's just fallen over. But they're in great field position now. The Panthers under all sorts of pressure in this second half. 22-10, they lead the Tinga Tigers with the ball. Hunt brings it out. Well, he's a big 5'8", but he shouldn't be doing too many settlers like this, should he, EJ? You want the crowd who plays with the ball in their hands. Shifts out to Craigie now with Towers. He looks to get on the outside of his man. He does. Farrell brings him down, though, with the help of Silver.
Yeah, Hunt does it well, though, when he does hit the ball up as La Perouse.
Johnson with the ball. Another good low tackle. This time is from Collins, the tackler. Shifted again early. Ellis with the football. Bounces away from one. Deves tries to bring him down. The Tigers now with the ball. Looking to put on another 4-pointer. Connors. He looks to shift. He looks to kick. But he gets caught in a 2-man tackle from the Panthers. Last tackle now. What's the option going to be? The balls that we've seen gone in the air just go too far. They'll need to keep it on the ground or in the hands. Nice dummy. A short offload pass. Goes back to Gerard. And it's cleaned up by the La Perouse in Arthur Little. They get out of jail there, the Panthers.
Some great defence, yeah, by La Perouse. And Tinga Tigers just running out of options there as they went to the left. And La Perouse to work it out.
The interchange there. Richard Williams coming back on for the Panthers. He won't mind playing with the Panthers, having some footy with the Penrith Panthers this year. Sloppy play the ball, but he gets it away. Dot-Eye now with a good run from dummy half. Williams goes in there again, not afraid to put up his hand. Shifts the ball out wide. A bit of a breakout here. Good solid charge down the sideline from the Panthers. Looks like Daniel Deves the man. And his touch judge is in on the sideline. Maybe getting a bit too much attention there. You hear there from the referee, the touch judge giving his report. and some stupid play, he said, over the top. Here, bang, bang, that was a bit stupid. Yeah. And I think the other Tinga Tigers would agree with that too.
Yeah, just a bit of rough around the head there, a bit of rough play. And
it was late in the tackle count too, EJ. It was going to be the last tackle for the Panthers, so the Tigers putting themselves under a bit of pressure. As Brown brings it up the middle. They come to the left-hand side, it's with Silva. Deeves off his hip, doesn't use him. He pops the ball back to Ingram. Ingram steps off the right. Good ball out the back there from Silva. They've got men both sides of the football here, La Perouse. Brennan goes to the right, finds Little, a short ball into Mappison, steps off his left. Solid tackle too, and the man over the top was Gerard with a cruncher.
And Hunt underneath, great defence, Tinga Tigers.
Brennan tries to scoot out from dummy half, but he can't get there. Brown goes into dummy half. He goes to the right, he goes over the top. Tough one to take too. And in these conditions, you don't want to be floating the football too high. I'll be disappointed about that one, the Panthers.
Some of the fans really enjoying that action there, and Tinga Tigers just moving up too quickly and spoiling La Perouse's attempts to score.
The Tigers will need to be active out there. They pack down this scrum, 10 metres out from the Tingers line. The Tigers. Referee McCall pulls that one back. They'll pack it down again. They've had a very good game so far, the officiating referees and touch judges. No. Craigie kicks early, and Dodai's in chase. Oh, it's a classic chase here, two men. Dodai's one of the men back there. Oh, it's back forward. Dodai. And he's been called back. Oh, George Copeland. And one of the most amazing chases, 1-on-2. And it's been called all the way back, a penalty for the La Perouse Panthers. The referee claims that the Tigers player's taken out one of the players. You see this chase up the middle, EJ. It's 1-on-1. Dodai's the man in chase with Copeland. Across comes some support for him. It's the 14 there in Dale Roberts. But as you can see, a nice old chase in there too. Oh, disappointing for Tinga. That was clever play too, coming from Owen Craigie, putting the kick downfield, utilising the breeze and the speedy men on their team. But La Perouse have knocked this ball on. There's so much pressure out there in this game, in this semi-final match. The winner goes through to the grand final.
Yeah, still 12 points behind Tinga Tigers, but with that enterprising play, they could soon find themselves across the try line as they work out of their own 50.
Tyron's the man. He does the settler. Panthers will need to be good in defence. Towers brings it down the centre. He gets through. He gets through the gap. Dodai in chase. Here comes Deeves. Oh, what a great run there from Towers.
He gets a quick play of the ball here too.
Connors goes down the sideline. He's offside there. Daniel Deeves, the man, caught offside.
Smart play by Connors as he looks for a quick tap. Some real urgency here by Tinga Tigers.
La Perouse turn their backs. They've got to turn. Oh, they've put themselves under pressure. It goes outside to Craigie. And another tackle out wide. The Tinga Tigers. Not sure, that's not Cameron Blair out wide, is it?
Yes, it was.
They shifted again to the right. Ball's popped back to big Jeremy Smith. He steps off the right foot. He goes down to the side. Great defence from the La Perouse Panthers. The Tinga Tigers trying to cross over the stripe. It's all action here. He holds the ball up nicely. The pop's out the back. This time it's with the 20 in Barber.
6 to go call there too for Tinga Tigers.
Gerard sees a little gap and takes off, but he's brought to ground by the Panthers defenders. All the pressure here they are under La Perouse Panthers. They're in front 22 points to 10. Can they hold out the Tigers? As Owen Craigie shifts the ball out to Torrens. There's plenty of space out here. Shift the ball, nice flick pass out the back. And the Tigers are in. It's Rodney Blair. What about that beautiful pass? A flick pass out the back from the Tigers.
And Blair was there to receive it. Enterprising play. They put a lot of pressure here on La Perouse, and they just had to break, didn't they?
Nice football there too as we watch the replay here. Owen Craigie shifts it out. Nice decoy run there from Cochrane. And it's Torrens. What a beautiful flick pass out the back to Rodney Blair, who scores in the corner. That's an amazing try.
Aren't they happy as well? Craigie got himself in the middle, just a direct play here.
Torrens. Farrell does well to try and get him, steps inside Dot-Eye and scores in the corner. And Stevie Brown can't get there in time. Sonia Townsend, it's heating up down here.
Mate, I'm heating up down here. Don't worry about you up there. But listen, a great score by Tinga Tigers. And you can see that they were working on the attack. And that escalated from Owen Craig, who's smack bang in the middle of the post. And he's moved it right. And he saw the man on the outside. And what a big cutout pass that was. And looks like they're structuring their play a little bit more better now, Tinga. And looks like Lockie's coming back on. So that's a good sign for Tinga.
Well, as Torrens gets ready to take this kick from the sideline, as you can see, good shots there showing you just how close he is to the sideline. After that beautiful flick pass, he'd love to convert this one. He's got to kick it out to the left-hand side. Well, he does aim it out to the left-hand side, but he doesn't get it up in the air well enough. And it's unconverted, that try. La Perouse Panthers still lead the Tinga Tigers 22 points to 14, but it's been 14 unanswered second half points here from the Tigers. Nice flick pass out the back from Torrens. Blair steps off, gets a little bit of attention scoring the try. And it was Jay Little, in fact, coming across in cover, not Stevie Brown. And a great try from the Tinga Tigers.
You can see them celebrating, the players on the field, and in the background, the bench on their feet to see that try.
Williams restarts. That's a very good long deep kick into this breeze. Blair's the man who picks up the ball. He's met by Little, and a good tackle from Little with Silver over the top. The Tigers work it out of their own area. It's Cochrane. He's been busy for the Tigers. He's really worked this right-hand side well, EJ, and he's been one of the stars of the Tigers pack.
And yeah, rewarded with a try earlier on as well. He's been playing well, Cochrane.
Towers tries to come down this right side again. No gap this time for him. Shifts it outside. The Tigers spread it early. This time it's through Hunt. There's a bit of space out there too for him if they can use it early. It's with Ellis. I thought if they had shifted the ball a little bit sooner, they might have gone on the outside of the Panthers. Blacklock's out on the field now. They'll be happy about that. Jeremy Smith, the big prop forward, he got a bit of attention as well. The two of their special players are out on the field, and the Tigers will need them to bridge this gap. Long pass, it's gone behind. Looks for the kick. He gets a good kick away though, does Blair. That's a towering bomb, and as you see, the point of the ball, and it just goes dead with these breezy conditions.
Yeah, it mightn't have been the kicker they are looking for, but it's not a bad result. That ball going dead, and that means La Perouse will have to take it out of their own 20 with a restart.
Tap taken. Just brings it forward for a nice settler. Oh, Jamie Ingram's had the ball stripped again. That's twice now he's had the ball taken in a one-on-one strip. He needs better ball security, the young fullback.
Yeah, especially as this game gets to an end, ball control is going to be so important.
They're a little bit slow here, the Panthers. They just seem to slow it up a little bit. And there's the knock on too. It's from Phillips. And the Panthers, they're really just putting themselves under immense pressure in this match. They're in front, and the coach, John Amato, will be tearing his hair out on the sideline.
Yeah, Tinga Tigers with another opportunity here, and they've been finding some space out wide. Well, I didn't see anything there.
I'll leave that with you, AJ. As Girardi kicks early again. There's no one at home for the Panthers. Torrens traps it forward once more. He goes up for it. Has he got the ball? Oh, no, it's been knocked backwards or forwards here. We'll wait and see what the in-goal touch judge says. Paulie Cool says it's been knocked on by the Tigers and the La Perouse Panthers. Oh, what about the breathing of the sigh of relief there?
Here we see Corey Torrens just out of reach. And, yeah.
Oh, he just reaches out for this one. He got it right that time, Cool. And the Panthers, can they hold on to the football? They're 8 points in front in this semi-final match, but they're making it hard for themselves to win it, aren't they, EJ?
They are, but they're still in it. They're still in it.
Nice settle from Silver. Another one up the middle. It's Phillips, that man again. Let's see if he can play the ball properly this time. He's holding on for dear life to that football. He doesn't want to let it go. Deves comes down the side. Met well there by Cochrane and Towers. Yeah, tough footy out there. A penalty to the La Perouse Panthers. Got his hand in between the legs, did Cochrane. and referee McCall gives a penalty. Oh, and the Panthers, they'll need that. As you see, after Little slowing the play down well is the veteran.
Yeah, pretty tough pair of men to run into there, Cochrane and Towers. They aim up real well.
And our NITV camera tower almost getting knocked by another ball. It's happened all week here at the knockout.
Pretty slow restart here, La Perouse.
And the young La Perouse Panthers will be looking to put a bit of pressure on some of the older players here from Tinga. But the Tinga ones have got the better of them in this second half. 14 unanswered points so far as Ella plays the football. Comes back this time to Little. Short pass to Mappison, but it's flattened forward. And the Panthers, what are they doing to themselves out there?
Self-destructing, aren't they? La Perouse, just a simple error. And they're playing right into Tinga's hands here. Like, I wouldn't give Tinga too many opportunities. I might come home here.
As you can see, a short ball. And I think the right call, too, from the referees. Prop forward Mappison getting the ball just in front of him. Shot there of Coriella packing into the scrum. Knock back, too, from the Tinga Tigers at the scrum base. Torrens is that man. It's been pulled out and stripped. It's play on. Connors is the man with the football.
Big shot there on Connors. They slowly play the ball.
And they're trying to play that umbrella in style of defence to the La Perouse Panthers. Really blocking them down. But if they can get on the outside of them, they've got the experience of Owen Craig out wide here. As PJ Ellis goes up the middle, he's been busy for him too.
He's been a workhorse for the whole competition, this Ellis.
They come to the right again. Thorold steps off the right, Johnson. Good tackle from Silva. They go to the left this time. It's with Nathan Blacklock. And a good tackle too from the Panthers.
If Tinga Tigers can score here, geez, it'll add a new element to the game.
Last tackle now. What will they do? Comes out to Owen Craigie. He puts the bomb up. Back there's... Round comes Manton, lets it bounce. An unfortunate bounce that it goes with the way of the breeze and the ball goes dead. And the La Perouse Panthers there, they get a chance to work it out. But can they hold on to the football in this second half, EJ? We haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, I don't think they've finished too many sets this half, unlike the previous half. And here we see Blacklock going off the field. That wrist must be playing havoc with his game, and he had to take himself off.
Nathan Deeves the man too. On the sideline for La Perouse. Jamie Ingram brings the ball up. By a lot of good junior representing football with the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Manton comes out. Oh, nice run from dummy up, but he's met a solid tackle there from Johnson.
Johnson's been strong since he's been come on here in the second half, having a big impact.
Brennan, the dummy half, gives it out to Farrell. Takes the tackle. Thomas with Little, kicks early, out to the right-hand side. There's plays coming through for the Panthers. It's picked up by Manton, popped inside to Richard Williams, and he scores in the corner. Smart football there from Arthur Little. Kicks the ball across field, uses the breeze beautifully. Nice hands from Manton, an inside pass for Richie Williams. And finally, the Panthers get on the board in the second half.
Well, they couldn't get it through the hands, so they just kicked it over the top. And a great try there by Williams. And wasn't he happy about that as we see this clever little chip kick. Is it Manton out on that right wing?
That's him.
Too quick.
Catches him napping, and Richie Williams scores in the corner. And the Panthers, after letting in 14 unanswered points in this second half, they get on the board themselves and they lead 26 points to 14 with a kick to come.
Well, after some productive play there by Tinga Tigers, La Perouse with a simple little kick over the top, and that gives them the advantage. We see this clever kick here by Little, over to Manton, and back into Williams, side to Williams, and he just dives over for a simple try for him.
He's the man who's going to have a crack at converting it too. He's a great kicker of the ball, but into this breeze, and a right to left sort of breeze is the way he's kicking too. This is all but an impossible kick, this one. The winner of this match, EJ, goes into the grand final. The Narwhal Eels from Armidale are awaiting them. And it's out of the La Perouse Panthers and the Tinga Tigers. Who will it be?
Just waiting for Williams to convert here.
Well, he's got good contact. He puts it up nice and high and struggles to make the 10-metre line. As you can see, I don't care who you are, you can shoot it out of a cannon or a gun, that it's not going to go into that breeze.
That's right. He got plenty of boot on that football, and you could hear the thump, but it just sits up there and it falls short by like 10 metres.
Young Brennan has been good for the La Perouse Panthers in the dummy half area. Zohan Craigie comes back to reset it. Kicks the ball down to the sideline. Oh, that's beautifully handled out there from the Panthers. It's big Daniel Deeves on the side. Plays in the centres, but also plays in the second row, so he doesn't mind the confrontation. Wellington steps off a couple of defenders. Great run for him too. And the La Perouse Panthers already in good field position. Another charge there. Solid contact too in defence. Quick play the ball. Richie Williams comes down the side. Oh, the La Perouse Panthers, Jamie Ingram goes down the left. He gets through a nice ankle tap though from Gerard. He brings him down. The Panthers will look to come left. It's the last tackle. Quickly off their own in goal. Silva gets out of a couple, but can't get the ball away, and he's tackled with the football. A pretty poor last tackle option as the Tigers get off their line and defend well. Yeah, and he was attempted to reach out and plant the ball in, but he thought better of it. As Tinga now have a lot of work ahead of them. They're trailing 14 points to 26. And I guess the coach from La Perouse Panthers, John Amato, he doesn't want to see him give away any penalties here. Big hit there from Coriella. Smothers the Tigers player. They come out again. This time looks like Gerard or Blair. Oh, another big tackle too. The Panthers are aiming up now. Early kick here from Hunt. It's up the middle. There's no one back there. Ingram comes around to clean up for the Panthers. The ball sits up for him nicely. He comes around. He gets straight through the defence. Ingram's a man with the football. And Ellis comes across in cover. Yeah, some tight defence there by Tinga, and Ingram took advantage of that. Deeves again comes across field, trips over his own player there, unfortunately stepping on his foot, but he's still going. He goes back to the right-hand side, and the ball pops loose. And there's the hooter in the background as the Tigers pick up the ball. He takes the tackle, and the La Perouse Panthers go through to the grand final, the 2008 knockout. 26 points to 14 over the Tinga Tigers. Well, I guess you could say it was a bit of a game of two halves, this one, EJ. The Panthers led 22-0 at half-time. The Tigers come back to 22-14 with a late try to Richie Williams in this one for the Panthers. Gets them through to the semi-final. What a cracker. Yeah, it certainly was. As we see some of the highlights here, as Tinga had a great second half. Here's see one of their tries. PJ Ellis pops it out the back. It's with Hunt. Gerard puts in the smart kick, and this was only on the first or second tackle. And it's a great try out there to Ray Craigie. Puts the ball down nicely. Just about the vision, you know. Ellis gets the ball, pops it out. Gerard backs up around the corner, comes out the back. Hunt gives it to him, and he just a nice little right foot grubber kick through. In the breeze, it's been tough to do that, and he scores the try into the corner. Great work. Here we see Cochran just breaking through the line. Great try. Cochran has been strong all match here, and a deserved try for him. Daly just a bit of a loose arm out there, couldn't quite bring him down, but we've seen that Daly came from the field late in this match with a very sore shoulder. And a flick out the back from Torrens. Exciting football, really incredible football here from the Tigers. Yeah, Craigie in the middle, shifting it wide, and Torrens a clever little flick pass, allowing Tinga of some hope of coming back in this game. But here we see La Perouse, clever little kick by the halfback Little, who gets it to Ingram, regathers and passes inside to Williams. And there's the kick downfield, just across breeze. Great angle there as Manton pops the ball back inside. Williams pretty happy about that too. Must have some cousins in the crowd giving him a nice wave here. And the La Perouse Panthers, they're pretty happy about it. Some good spirit there. Owen Craigie clapping there too. And we've got Sonia Townsend on the side with a very happy Arthur Little.
Hey Arthur, how you going? NITV brings you live coverage, and thanks for joining us. Just a couple of comments on your team. obviously in your first half you played really well, and again you dominated in the second half. And I hear you were in the premiership last year. Is that right?
Yeah, the boys were in the premiership. I didn't play last year. I was overseas, but they were in there last year in the semi-finals. And this year we've got a completely different squad. We've got a lot of young fellas in there, and we're blooding them this year. So we've just been looking after them and talking them through it, and hanging out in the motel rooms and just blooding them in. And a few of the forwards and that older blokes have stepped up and really showed them the way. So they've been stepping up to the benchmark, which is good, as you can see.
So a big rest for you now until the grand final, and I guess the boys are saying once again they really want to take it out this time, and they tried last year, and the Warriors actually come back and take them in the last minute. You got any good game plays for the grand final?
I think they're all good. In knockout takes the squad to 25 to sort of to win it. I think this is our year, so. Look forward to a big match in the final against Narwhal. Boys are ready.
Yeah, and I'm sure you got a lot of supporters at home watching too. So, mate, best of luck and all the best, eh?
See ya.
Sonia Townsend on the sideline with Jay Little. Very happy man too down there. He is Arthur Little, I should say. The man who's been very impressive. His kicking game's been fantastic. See the La Perouse boys warming down out there. And what about the confidence he showed too? He thinks he's going to win it. Really good to see. But as you see, the La Perouse Panthers, they get out of this one, the 26 points to 14, an impressive performance from them. They're going to go through to the grand final to meet the Narwhal Eels. It's going to be Sydney versus Armidale. It's an exciting one. On behalf of Sonia Townsend, thanks to my buddy EJ Garrett, I'm Brad Cook. We'll see you next time for the 2008 New South Wales Aboriginal Rugby League Knockout. Looking forward to see you next time.